Let's do some relaxing blending techniques with a medium I haven't used in almost 15 years. So this is a oil pastel set. It was sent to me by Paul Rubens. So it's Paul Rubens is the brand. There's 72 colors here. Let's open this baby up and see what we've got. I'll be honest, I'm a little intimidated to use oil pastels. Okay, I'm loving the colors. We have a lot to choose from here. That makes me very happy. And I'll be using some oil and acrylic paper here. And what I've done is I pre-cut my paper. So this is about half the size of the regular paper. I just get more, especially when I'm testing something or swatching. I've got a little lid here. This is an incense lid where I place the oil pastels. And let's start with, this was my favorite technique 15 years ago when I was doing oil pastels in college, stippling. So we're going to blend with this stippling technique. And I'll be using yellow, as you see, bringing in some orange, and we'll finish up with red. And so as you blend with the stipple technique, where the colors meet, you spread the stipples out, and then where you want the single color more saturated, you stipple it closer together and in layers. So if that doesn't make sense the way I explained it, hopefully by watching you can get a sense for what I'm doing here. I'm obsessed. I could do this for hours. This is so relaxing to me. I love how it sounds. Stippling is hands down my favorite technique to use with oil pastels. But let's try some good old blending, and I'll be using my finger, and we'll go from light to dark. So I'm working with 3 blues here. We'll do the light blue on top, and when you are getting ready for that color to blend into the next, you press a little more lightly on the paper, bring in that second color, and our third color. So be easy on me. Like I said, it has been a long time since I've used this tool, and I want to explore this medium again. These are very smooth, buttery, creamy pastels. I think I could add a little bit more color onto the paper. There was some translucency here, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. So I still prefer the stippling technique, but the finger blending technique is pretty relaxing as well. And now let's tape off some sections of our paper. I'm going to do the scribble technique. I've done this a lot with my quick sticks. These are very fast drying tempera paint sticks. And I'm curious to see how this works with oil pastels. The oil pastels do not dry instantly. In fact, they don't dry quickly at all. Typically, you have to spray something on top of oil pastels to set them so they don't smear in the future. But I'm going to come in on top of my scribbles and do a little bit of stippling, kind of blend these colors together. Let's move on to the pinks. This is ultra relaxing, and these Paul Rubens pastels, like I mentioned, are very buttery, so they are going across the paper very smoothly. I'm really liking how the color is coming through. And now, our favorite part, we're going to peel off the tape. Really crisp edges. That's coming off really clean. Oh yeah, my brain is super happy right now. And oil pastels can be messy. I keep baby wipes on hand, and I'll just kind of clean off my hands and fingers with a baby wipe. So just a side note. Okay, let's do something else. I did not really plan this out beforehand, just so you know. I'm just experimenting as I go. But I'm going to do the finger blending technique here. But what I want to really test out is the tape So you'll see I'm going to move my tape around a bit. So first, I'm going to put down my shades of gray. And I think I'll just be quiet for a minute and let you watch and listen to the sound of the oil pastel on the paper. And then I'll pick back up where I left off with what I'm going to do with the tape after this. Checking back in. As you can see, I'm doing alternating. So in the first square, I went light to dark. Second one, I'm going dark to light. Then we're doing light to dark once again. Now let's peel off the tape, but we're not quite done with these. I'm pretty happy with how these turned out. Again, give me some grace here. I definitely am excited to sit down and play with these a lot more and practice some of these techniques myself. But as far as relaxation goes, this is awesome. Okay, so now we're going to tape off some sections, and I'm going to tape over the oil pastel, as you can see. And I'm curious how the tape peels off, and just what does this look like using the scribble technique kind of in between these smoothly blended rectangles. So permission to have fun, experiment. Okay, let's peel off the tape here. Okay, and this is pretty typical. This is what I'm curious about. Look at that. It did not lift up the oil pastel at all. Oh yeah, that is satisfying. Well, this was super fun. I really loved experimenting and playing around with the Paul Rubens oil pastels. Thumbs up. Thank you for watching.